Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Armchair Pundits podcast. As usual, you can see we've got Leon, we've got Daryl, and this week we'll be focusing on the main games that we saw this weekend, where Tottenham beat Brighton in a last-minute winner, Liverpool beat Burnley, Arsenal destroyed West Ham, Man City cruised to victory over Everton, and Man United got the better of Aston Villa. So we'll start with Tottenham, as we normally do when you guys are at the game. How did you guys find it?
I wouldn't say we performed great. And it wasn't the best of performances. But our bench was stacked. We was able to call on that bench. And in the end, we got the results. Although I'd say some of the people that came off the bench weren't great until they scored their goals. But we'll talk about that after, as Leon knows how I was cussing. But just got to take the 3 points in it. It's always going to be a tricky game against Brighton because they play the same kind of style as us. So just happy with the 3 points personally, but I don't think the performance was that great, to be honest with you. But to get 3 points when you don't perform well, that's the difference that it can make when chasing in that top four. So yeah, I'm happy with the result, but performance needed some improvement for me personally.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I feel like Brighton had a better game plan than we did. I felt like they were prepared for what they wanted to do against us, and we weren't prepared for how Brighton were gonna play, because we know both teams like to have possession of the ball, like to keep possession, and like to press high. And it seemed as though whatever they had planned to do, which was basically to literally put all of their attackers on our defenders, they didn't allow us to get out or play out the back. Like there's a lot of times you'll see where a lot of teams will allow our centre backs to have the ball, and they won't really pressure because they know that our centre backs are pretty decent in possession. But on this occasion, what they did was stopped the centre backs from having time on the ball, but also stopped allowing the outlet pass for the centre backs to look for a spare man. So the fullbacks were always marked, and then the DM was always being marked by whether it was their attacking midfielder or one of their other central midfielders would push forward onto our DM. And it just seemed like we struggled to get to play out the back, and it ended up that we had to play counter-attack football just because we didn't really have possession. As Darryl said, we were very fortunate. It was good to have our bench. I think it's the strongest team that we've had for a while, especially with all the injuries and players travelling for numerous tournaments, international tournaments. But in all, we just have to be thankful that we got a late goal again. So I think it's the third one at White Hart Lane this season. And I still call it White Hart Lane. I'm not going to change that. But yeah, it was just one of them things, man. We'll take a result. We'll take the win. We were lucky against them last season. They probably should have won. But what I would say is they probably didn't have as many gilt-edged chances as their play probably warranted. But if that makes sense. But yeah, just glad to get the 3 points and get out of there, because we know how dangerous Brighton are, and they really destroyed us the last time we played them. So we'll definitely take the 3 points.
I thought it was a good game. Personally, yeah. Obviously, I'm a neutral, so it's different.
You're a neutral, so
yeah.
Neither team was defending. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
both teams like to play good football.
Well, neutral was a good game.
Yeah, 9 shots on target. You're looking for that, and both of you had over 1 for expected goals, and you had 16 shots in total. So it was an exciting game. I was watching 2 at the same time, because obviously you played the same time we played. But I saw big chances taken. I saw accurate passes through the game. I just thought this could be good. And then I switched off for a little bit, and then my game finished, and literally it went to your game, and then they cut down the end, and I saw the win and go. I was like, oh my goodness, you guys must be going crazy.
Yeah, we were, to be honest. And me and Daryl were quite frustrated with Brennan before that. Yeah. The thing about him is we know the type of player that we believe he could be, and I think Ange believes he can be. But there's something about it. I don't know whether it's just his makeup or whether that's just how he plays, but there's something just that it doesn't seem like he's like really hungry when he gets on the pitch. Like everything he does, it just seems very, very delayed, like a delayed reaction. He's not reactive in certain situations. So there's times where we feel like he should be tracking someone or he should be making a run forward, and he doesn't make it with any sort of urgency. And there's that little bit of like, I don't know what it is, but yeah, I think it's almost like he just needs a little bit of fire in his belly, and he could be something special. And you saw what he can do when he does get in the right areas in the box. He's gone to the back post and he's got a tap in, and that's kind of the way.
Is it
I
confidence?
don't know, because
it can't be confidence because
the manager's giving him opportunities to do something. It's not like he's had game time. So for me, I'm not sure if it's confidence. It's almost his attitude going on the pitch, but it just might be his style. Like, he's just not that. Like, Richarlison is someone that will put his body about. He will annoy attackers. He'll annoy defenders. And put pressure on people. But with Brennan, he's not that. Maybe he's just not that type of player. I don't know. But I'm glad that he got his goal, and hopefully he'll continue to get goals. At the very least, get goals, because that's what we need. We need players to finish chances, and I'm glad that he got a goal.
I wouldn't say it's a confidence thing personally. You could say maybe he's a bit disappointed that he started the last match and then was on the bench this match. But with the front line that we've got, he's got to be expecting that that's going to happen. You're not going to play every single game. The thing for me is the application when you come onto the pitch. And his application when he came onto the pitch was poor. He wasn't tracking players. He wasn't going to the ball when people were passing it for him to receive. His runs off the ball were poor. His tracking back was poor. And I was cussing. Leon said he could tell you that I was cussing. I was like, why is this guy come on the pitch and he's giving this kind of performance, like in a game that we're trying to win? And it was very disappointing. Then, typical as these players do, they end up making a difference, getting that flipping goal at the end, and you're like, all the cussing that you did just kind of silenced you. But even his celebration, the way he was walking with his celebration, was like, come on. And I was like, shut up, man. Like, bro, you just got lucky. Like, you got lucky that Son put a great ball in.
Don't hate on the kid, man.
Bro, I'm not hating on the kid. I'm not hating on the kid. Bro, like, let me say, I'm light skinned, innit? And he's got a couple light skinned behaviours about him. And like Leon said he was marshmallow. I'll say he was candy floss. But at the end of the day, he got the goal. He got us a 3 points. So I'll give him a blight this time. But next time you come on the pitch, bro, you better give some better effort than that. It was disappointing until that moment where he got on the end of the ball. And even Leon said, like, Leon thought he might have missed it when he made connection at first. But obviously the net bulged, and we weren't mad and we celebrated. But yeah, but take the 3 points, innit? Take the 3 points.
Right, that's all that matters. At this point right now, with the position you guys are in,
points, bro.
Just get the points, bro.
And all of this stuff about playing good football, it means nothing if you don't get wins. That's the bottom line.
The only thing I'll say, one thing I'll say before we move on to the next game is that Leon said it to me at the game. He said pre-game he had a conversation about we're going to keep attacking. The scoreboard doesn't matter on how we play football. The time on the clock doesn't matter on how we play football. We're going to keep attacking and trying to get late goals. And doing that, we might concede late goals. This is just going to strengthen that case for him now because we've got a late goal in the game. We've won it through continuing attacking. But as Leon said, there's a difference in it. We don't mind if we're trying to chase a game to win it, but there's game management in other games where we're leading in these moments. But like I said, we'll take it. Brighton are a good team and is deserved. So, James, Liverpool, Burnley.
You don't try to give Burnley hope, mate.
Yeah.
Listen, bro. Why
do you guys always seem to make it harder than it needs to be?
We had 10 players missing, man. There's a lot going on with our club right now. We've obviously one right back. Sadly, that passed away. The goalkeeper's got flu. The left back, who's been great for the last 2 months, has got flu. Then you're bringing in Andy Robertson, who hasn't played for 3-4 months to start a game. and then you're playing a right back who isn't fit, and then re-injured himself, and he wasn't having a great game. Endo comes back from the Asian Games straight back into the team because we've got another option. Then you've got flipping, what's his name? Gavin Birch pulling out in the warm-up, feeling something. So Klopp's like, boy, if you're feeling something, I'm not risking you. Even if you say you're okay, and the medical staff say you're okay, it doesn't make sense if you felt something. Then it's just a whole mismatch. When you look at it, only people that were normal were the front three. I mean, everyone's wanted to see McAllister playing further forward, but he's been so used to playing as a 6. It didn't quite work in the first half, with Endo playing as a 6 and him playing as an 8, because not only that, pre-season he played on the left side. So this was like the first time he played on the right side. So again, we had a brand new right-hand side. And those little intricate things that happen in games, your attacking play doesn't quite work out. And you got a case for a lot of people been saying, why hasn't Harvey Elliott been getting game time? He's been coming on doing a good job, and that was the perfect opportunity for him to get a game. Personally, I want to see Endo start because of the way he protects the defence. But at the same time, he comes on, he gets man of the match, he does his thing. So listen, Burnley cause everyone problems. Let's not
true. They play good football.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
They lose games, but they always seem to play well. And we had great saves by Kelleher because Fofana, let's be honest, 2 chances where he should have scored.
Mm-hmm.
2 one-on-ones.
And then that rebound for Odebear as well.
Yeah.
Woo.
So we got lucky, but at this time of the year, with the way Man City are playing, we just have to win. A lot of people are upset because we should have had a statement like someone else who we will speak about later. It should be a statement victory after losing to Arsenal. No, after you lose to Arsenal, 3 points.
3 points, man.
You get 3 points.
Yeah,
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Our goal difference has taken a hit, unfortunately. But if we keep winning games, as we sit right now, the goal difference may not matter. In fact, if we win all our games, goal difference won't matter.
Bro, what hit are you talking about? You just got plus 2 more goals.
Yeah, but another team over the last 2 weeks.
Oh, but they were behind you lot.
But they gained 8 points.
You lot.
Yeah, they gained 8 goals on us over the last 2 weeks. So it makes a difference when it comes down to it. But generally, I was happy. Jota, Nunez, Diaz, all getting on the goal sheet.
I'd say the front line did perform. And Kelleher performed with coming in, taking over from as we say, probably the best goalkeeper in the world. He came in, he did his job, he was solid.
He really did.
That's what you want from a backup. And the front three, where they were good. One of the best games, attacking wise, from the front three that I've seen this season, where they've all contributed, and that's obviously without Salah as well. So it was a good victory in the end. Good victory in the end.
Nunez's header was quality. One thing I will say is I saw a lot of people saying Keller should have done better on a goal. I'm like, what on earth are you talking about? That is a bullet header. Bro. He's got no chance. Oh, his feet are too slow. Nah, that's a lot of nonsense. All because we've got Alisson, it doesn't mean you have to criticise the guy that comes in and they should be saving everything. I don't think Alisson saves that, if I'm completely honest.
No.
It's a great header.
It was a great header. The placement was amazing. And let's be honest, the ball, it was from a corner, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's moving that way because the ball's going towards that way. So he's going to move his feet the other way. Yeah. And the defenders, the Burnley players, clever in directing the ball exactly where the goalkeeper just come from. It's a great header.
Yeah. So I'm happy with it. We got the win. No clean sheet. It'd be great to have a clean sheet, but we're still top of the table. Scared because we've got Brentford next, and we are hopeless against Brentford away from home. Absolutely hopeless.
And what time of day is it, James?
Yeah, obviously. Who else gets the 12:30 kickoffs, man? Who else gets them? When it's lucky we don't have Europe this week. Everyone else has got Europe. We don't. But normally we would have had Europe. Actually, in fact, if we had Europe, we wouldn't have been playing. Because we would have played Thursday. So we're unlucky in that regards. But we got a bye because we come top of the group.
Yeah,
so we don't play the teams.
Isn't it?
Yeah. So yeah, man, happy with that. No complaints. And Jota continues to score. And Nunez, great header. I've said it before, but great header. I'm just happy. I'm happy he got a goal. But we'll move. Because there's not much more to say that. Because another team that was running up the rails decided to send fans home before half time. I swear down at the at Stratford station, they probably told everyone to come in at 4:00. So by the time they're probably too many people coming through the train station at the time, boy, because they would have been understaffed at that time because they left well early.
But you
When
know
they
what?
showed you the pictures,
There was a mass
credit to Arsenal.
exodus at half time, but after the 5th goal, there was another mass exodus again, which is crazy.
Before. It was before half time, boy. It was crazy. I think we might have lost Daryl there. Go on, Liam.
Yeah, sorry. I think we just lost a little connection there. There was a mass exodus. It just seemed like West Ham gave up on the game way too early. Like, it was Arsenal's goals were good. I mean, there was a couple of great strikes. Rice's goal in particular was a great strike.
Oh, great
but
goal.
It just felt like they just capitulated so easily, and it's very rare you see that under Moyes' management that they just capitulate, especially against big team. They don't normally get battered like that, especially at home. So you can just say it was just one of those games where everything Arsenal did going forward was great, the decision making was great, and their finishing was great. But on a normal day, you wouldn't expect West Ham to just capitulate like that. And it was I'm sure the fans must have been absolutely tearing their hair out with how the players were kind of dealing with the situation and not really digging in, because 4-0 at half time, you thought, okay, let's restart. Let's at least try and get consolation or try to show some fight. And they just didn't. Arsenal basically, it was almost like international football. They made all their subs after 60 something minutes and just say, cool, this game is over. Let's rest some of the guys. Yeah, and bro. It was just really, really easy for Arsenal. Very, fair play to them. They're in great form now. After that win against Liverpool, they're looking really, really, really strong. And it's a 3-horse race right now, man. It's going to be interesting. It
always was, really.
It always was. But what we've seen is that they've got wins against you and against Man City, which in the past they may not have done. So we'll have to see what they do on their run.
What I thought was interesting is a lot of criticism has been for Arsenal's attackers. Well, not even attackers. They don't have a lead striker to get them so much goals. But they don't need one because they're getting 16 goals from set pieces.
Well, that's
that's their main attacker right now.
They had 6 different goal scorers in the game. Like that, yeah. You can't really ask for more than that. They've had 2 defenders score, as you said, from set pieces. But Arteta said, we're not going to get a striker. Everyone needs to chip in, and that's how it should be anyway. Because the more goals you got from different avenues, the less predictable you are. So it just shows at the moment they're in great form and they don't need that central striker because they've got enough players to chip in, and they just needed Saka and Martinelli to start finding the goal again. And even, Odegaard hasn't even really got back into that goal scoring form that he had last season, but he's been playing great. Especially in the last few weeks, he's been playing brilliant for them.
But this Nicholas Hove, the one I call him the meerkat of Arsenal, the way as soon as the set piece comes up, he's just there looking like that. You have to give him credit, because the way he's running their set pieces, you would think by now people have found out, but they're obviously changing it every single time. So
yeah, they're always
blocking some. Yeah, they're always blocking a goalkeeper, but a different person blocks a goalkeeper. So
you got anything to add
about
that?
About what?
Set piece coaches.
Set piece coaches.
Set piece coaches.
We lost our set piece coach, and
we had one of those.
Since. Yeah. So boy.
Sure.
You'll get one. I'm sure.
Although I have to say,
manager bring one in.
I will have to say though, on set pieces, finally, we did have someone take the players off of Bukayo. So they've obviously learned a little bit now.
A little bit, but Brighton weren't as aggressive as other teams have been.
I've seen some footage where
these Arsenal guys taking over the look at these Tottenham guys taking over the Arsenal segment. We're starting about you guys now. It's Arsenal's time, bro.
These Arsenal fans can be cool, man. They netted 6 and chilled, bro. It's as simple as that, bro. They netted 6 and chilled. It was like West Ham. I'm disappointed in West Ham. I'll be honest with you, because
I'm disappointed they booed Rice. For what reason? What reason do they have to boo Rice? At least they get they gave him an applause as he went off, but to boo him made no sense.
He slapped a goal in their face, which was probably the goal of the match. So, boy.
Yeah,
Let's be honest. West Ham don't like Arsenal, Chelsea, Tottenham. So any player that goes, they boo them. Lampard
they got
got
105, bro. They got 105 million, man. None of these guys gave them the trophy that he got them. He was the best player, and he wooed them to that final. Got them the trophy, and then leaves and says, "Here you go, take 105 million." And then when he scores, he doesn't celebrate.
No,
he doesn't even do post match. He didn't want to do post match. They asked him to do post match, and I don't want to do post match. So you got to give the guy credit.
Yeah, man.
Give the guy credit. So
he's doing his thing.
West Ham fans should be ashamed. They deserve that. They deserve that.
I'm sure they don't care about your opinion, bro.
They got slapped.
I don't know if they should be ashamed or embarrassed. I don't know which one.
It's embarrassed.
They went home early, mate. So
yeah. All right. Well, on to City Everton. James, in the pre-show build up there, you said that City dispatched Everton easily or something. Wasn't that easy, bro?
No. Listen, we know City. When we watch these games, I sat there and I was just saying to my daughter, I said, she's like, "Oh, Daddy, it's good. It's still 0-0 and it's like 60 minutes." I'm like, "Darling, don't worry. This is Man City. This game will end 2-0, 3-0, or 4-0. As soon as De Bruyne comes on, the game is going to change." And I was vexed because I had De Bruyne as my captain for fantasy football. And I was actually going to change it to Haaland, but I was busy in the morning and I didn't get a chance.
I forgot
to see De Bruyne on the bench.
I forgot.
Like, oh, goodness sake.
Yep.
And then you two had De Bruyne, I had Haaland, so
you're nice.
But
lucky. We talk about lucky.
The way Haaland,
I'm above both of you. Yeah, just remember that. Yeah, just say it.
For the first time ever. Just remember.
It
goes until May. It goes until May.
All right, we'll see.
Exactly. You're never in it till May, yeah? Just remember that.
We'll do a show after this, bro. We'll do a show after at the end of the season, and we'll see who's where, yeah?
I don't mind.
Show it. Okay.
I don't mind. But, yeah, listen. De Bruyne comes on, assist. I was like, that was the second goal. And it was just a bully. When he ran through Brandthwaite, you're thinking, okay, Brandthwaite might try a thing. And it's like I think it happened last year against another defender. Another defender bounced off Haaland and was running through the box as well.
Yeah.
It's like, come on, man. This guy's
the biggest surprise was that Everton had played a high line at that point because normally under Sean Dyche, I mean, they were playing a low block for most of the game. Everton didn't really create anything. They were causing City problems in terms of stopping them from creating chances, but they didn't really offer anything really going forward.
Nah, nothing at all.
But yeah, City bench is back because literally they had everyone. The cavalry was back. They flipping brought on Bernardo Silva, De Bruyne, and Grealish, and Kyle Walker. It's problems.
It's crazy.
Problems.
It's crazy.
And Foden was quiet. Imagine Foden gets a hat trick the week before, and he's quiet, and they still quite straightforward.
Well, look what Leo just listed, bro. When you got a team like that, bro, not everyone's going to shine at once. Because if everyone does shine on the same day, it's peak, and someone's getting double figures. I'm telling you that.
They're doing what they need to do. They're going into that New Year run that they go on.
Always do this, though, man. Like you said, James, you're talking to your daughter, and you're like, it's going to come. They're not going to be able to hold out because there's too much options, too much threat. And it's looking scary again because they do this all the time. But
listen, 2 years ago,
it's close to this time. So this is
2 years ago. I was there on the last day of the season when we were winning, and they were 2 goals down, and they came back and won the game and won the league on the last day. So for me, until it's 90 minutes or 94 minutes and they're 2-0 down, they can still win a game or draw a game because they can be that good. But we'll move on to another team that. Did they deserve it? Probably not. But they fought hard, and Aston Villa
away from home.
It's away from home. It's a good victory.
That's good for them. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
United showed something. They seem to be getting a little bit of form back, which is a testament to them. And they got a centre forward that's that they paid the
that
money
they're
for.
giving the ball to. That they're
And
giving the
scoring
ball
goals.
to.
Yeah, it's
They're
true.
giving him the ball because let's be honest, certain man. I mean,
Rashford.
yeah,
He wasn't
Rashford.
passing.
And, to be fair, and Garnacho, because Garnacho's greedy too. There's a couple of chances that he had that it would have been easier for him to lay someone off of an overlap, and he went for goal. But yeah, man, Rasmus
He's
Højlund is
19.
looking
He's
like
19.
I tell you what,
Rashford's
though.
not a young cat. He's
I
19.
tell you
bro.
what,
gonna do that.
Garnacho, his work rate and his working for the team
100
has gone up. And there's certain other players that are not doing that. And they're older, like you said, James, more experienced to get paid more, I'm sure. So
and they're getting sub too. So boy, it just shows, isn't it? Garnacho's playing the whole game, and certain men are getting subbed. But you have to give Man United credit for hanging in there. Villa played really, really well. They probably deserved to get more out of the game. They had chances. They didn't put them away. Onana made some good saves, but realistically, what you would say is
was in the right place at the right time for somebody.
Right, I was just about to say that the strikes were close enough to him that they weren't enough to cause a real problem. But yeah, Man United are picking up wins right now, and they're
6 points behind you now
because we are not the finished article, and we know that we're still in the transition process, just like they are, and in a way, just like Villa are. So that top 4/top 5, it depends on, I don't know what's going to happen with the 5th spot, but we just got to aim for 4th because we know we can't really, we can stay as close to you guys as possible, but we're not in the running for the title. So top 4, man, we got to hang in there and just keep getting wins where we can. We're not playing Man U again for the rest of the season. So
that's just
got to do our thing.
Personally, I think that was a good result for us, realistically, based on the table.
Yeah. And would you want to draw? Wasn't a draw?
It pegs Villa back a bit because they've still got a good team. They haven't really, and they had a little dip, but then they started picking up wins again, and they were fully in the race with you guys for a minute, and then they fell off. So we've got to take advantage of the fact that they've now dropped enough points that we've managed to overtake them and stay ahead now.
And it's good as well because they've lost 2 games at home now. And so that's going to disturb them as well. So that's a good thing.
It takes that confidence down a little bit. Makes them think, okay, we're not as invincible at home as we thought. So,
as for United, you got to worry because I don't know if you saw it. Alex Ferguson said we're never going to win a title, not in this lifetime. But he rated United's chances better than ours. So we always got to be.
Yeah, but he just put his finger in and pressing on that wound, just like Roy Keane does, bro.
It's all
better.
He's getting old and see now. It's right, man. Don't worry about it.
No, what I would say for Villa is they were very unfortunate because you know what? In fact, it's not even unfortunate. I don't know why they took off Bailey. Bailey was killing.
For real.
What's his name?
Luke Shaw.
Now. Swedish. No, Luke Shaw went off injured, which is not a good sign for them. When Luke Shaw went off injured, they fell apart at half time. Second half,
they brought Lindelof on, didn't they?
Yeah,
Lindelof's got no pace.
Yeah, exactly.
So you're playing left back. That's going to be problems.
That's why I didn't understand why they took him off because he was killing him. They brought on Diaby beforehand, and then when they were doubling up on him, it looked like there was going to be a goal. A goal was going to come, and then they took him off, put McGinn in. They wanted more control with Tielemans, and it just didn't work. It was going to end in a draw. But McTominay, as he has done so far this season, has said, no. You tried to sell me. I'm showing you why you shouldn't sell me. This is my club, and he's come out with winners again.
Yeah, man, it's crazy.
Credit to him. Credit to him, boy.
His goal scoring record is
two goals in 70 odd games. And now he's got 7 in the league and 1 in the Champions League this season.
Crazy. So, fair play to him, man. That's what you got to do, though. When things aren't looking good for you in terms of your spot in a team, you have to go out there and prove yourself. And he's showing when he comes on the sub, he's not moaning, he's not, complaining. He's getting out there and he's making a contribution to the team, and you can't ask for more than that. So fair play to McTominay, another winner. And yeah, Man United keep rolling on, man. They're going on that little run now, and they're looking like a team that I guess Ten Hag, the team that he wants to start making a real impact with.
Okay, cool. Well, it seems that we've lost one member, but as we're running up anyway, it's good timing. So, thanks, Leon. And once again, thanks you guys for watching. Continue to watch, continue to share, continue to leave your comments as well. So, take it easy, guys.
Catch you later.